It's August 17th, and the town are still licking their wounds from a difficult start to their new campaign. A goalless draw against fellow strapless Frome Town poured cold water on the opening day party before the wheels came off and the Robins' first away trip of the season in a look-away 3-1 defeat at Hanwell. Just 1 point from their opening two leaves Bracknell sat just 17th in the league, which is not the start gaffer Jordan I would have dreamt for his promotion push. But alas for the town, the season still kicks on, and there's little time for the Robins to nest on their defeats. Thick and fast come the fixtures, and next for the Reds comes a pleasant trip to the league's latest arrivals, Frome. By the way, yes, that is how that's pronounced, and yes, that is now another team called Town. I might have to start keeping a tally at this point. I've got to say, it gets really frustrating trying to script all these videos when every club shares the same nicknames. Oh well, I'm sure they have some other pet name I can refer to them, but... Oh, I give up, I don't care. I'm just calling them Frome, maybe Frome or Frome, if they make me mad. Anyway, hailing from Somerset, Frome found themselves promoted after downing Bristol Manor Farm in the Division 1 playoffs, a new return to the Southern Premier after a short 5-year absence. Now they're back, and ready to be the next thorn in Bracknell's side as they continue to seek the glory of a first season win. I set off early in the morning to make the lovely drive across the south towards the West Country, where in typical fashion I got stuck behind a tractor for about 40 minutes trying to get past Salisbury, sprawling fields and sheep, lots of sheep, eventually transformed into cobbled streets, wherein lay the dapper Badger's Hill, home of Frome Town FC. It's rare you get to see Nunley grounds kind of unfold in front of you the same way large stadiums do in the distance. It was a really cool moment, and I must say I was really impressed by Frome's ground. A well-crafted blend between modern facilities and old character flair, a really cherished find. Exactly what you'd hope to find as an away fan in the lower leagues. But whilst I was playing tourist and gawking at the pretty sights, Jordan was busy prepping his team for their second away challenge of the season. After underwhelming in their first 2 games, the gaffer would be keen to get his team up and kicking, not just to get points on the board, but also for his team's morale. After suffering back-to-back disappointments, it's important for the squad to not lose faith in themselves, something I was particularly keen to stress away from home. Team spirit is the key to success after all, and Jordan has prepared a fiery talk to fan the flames in his men. With not long left to go before kick-off, and the crowd starting to swell, the crew huddle in to hear the gaffer's last-minute inspiration.
We spoke on basics, right? Is there such thing as a perfect season potentially, but not in non-league? Okay, so having an unbeaten season is something special, right? But it's a very tough ask. It's what we make of it now. It's what we make of it. And Piercy said it, and Mike said it. You kick your mate out, you don't let your mate go solo, you don't let your mate go to war by himself. You fight. You fight for that man, and you fight for each other. You're in the same kit, wearing the same badge. This club means a lot to some of you because you've been here for so long, right? And drawing and losing is not enough, and that's not a Bracknell side. You will not accept that. I will not accept that. I will not let you see you guys fail. We've done it last season, how we finished. We didn't want each other to fail, and look what you achieved. We didn't quite cross the line that we wanted to. But you've got to remember what you guys have done. FA Cup League, you've got to remember. And if you're new into this changing room, then get to know quick what these boys want, and also we make history this year. Yeah. Fucking fight for the next man, run more than the next man, and get yourselves that first 3 points on the board. Yeah. Because next weekend is when we really turn it on. Yeah. Enjoy it.
Rallied by Jordan's powerful words, the Robins walk out to face their Burnley counterparts in bid for an important 3 points. The next 90 minutes could make or break Bracknell's season. If they're to have any chance of winning promotion, they have to start winning now. Frome start off lively, and Bracknell are called into action to defend their box. A series of kicks and throws put the ball dangerously close, but a sequence of focused defending keeps the net clear. A tricky challenge calls upon the ref to halt play, leaving everyone stood awkwardly around. Just a forewarning, this is going to be a bit of a theme today. After the ref deems tackling across the floor a no-no, the players answer by never letting the ball touch the ground again, bouncing it back and forth, giving my poor camera whiplash. Eventually, Bracknell able to bobble the ball towards the Frome box for the first time. A well-shot corner crosses the ball over the crowd, but is whipped back in for a shot. I'm not quite sure if that is a handball. I'm not a referee, as much as I pretend like I am on Twitter. Comment down below what you think. I'm sure the ref will listen once time travel gets invented. A few moments later, after agreeing playing with hands is no fun, the players return to bobbling the ball about in the air, but an absolutely life-threatening foul once again calls the ref in to disrupt the enjoyment. Nothing comes of it in the end, and the players get back to doing what they do best, bobbling that ball about. Bracknell once again find themselves poking the ball around the Frome box, but a bodily block puts a stop to their advance. No handball call this time at least. In routine fashion, the ball finds itself back in the air, but a deadly collision once again calls the ref into action. This time the players don't seem so amused, and an argument breaks out on the pitch. This goes on for a while, and I can only guess what they're saying, but as football is a gentleman's game, I can only assume it was kept professional and polite. After about a minute's worth of discussion, the civilised talk ends with a free kick to Bracknell, which is floated forward before being slapped viciously away, making that all seem a little pointless. A few minutes later, and Frome finally find themselves back on the attack. Darting attacks down the wing resurrect the Bracknell defence before another shocking incident once again draws play to a halt. Everyone seems to have run out of ideas a little bit here. Bracknell even decided to give the old handball thing a second try, but the ref remains wise, or unwise, depending on who you ask, I suppose. Now, the idea the players return to their volleyball session, I'm really starting to wonder if the coaches are just telling their players to do this, or if it's like some kind of mass hysteria where everyone just starts doing the same thing. It's really got me thinking. Oh, there goes the ref again. And yet another major case of deja vu. Bracknell awarded the exact same free kick as before, and once again take it the exact same way. This time the Robins are able to keep hold of the ball long enough to have a shot on goal, but nothing comes of it. There are rare glimpses of something happening here. I'm just hoping it comes before my camera dies. Just as I'm about to fall asleep, this funny little clip revived me a little. I'm not quite sure what's going on and what to make of it. I think it's pretty amusing, so I'm going to put it in anyway. Things carry on as they were. Play carries on. Foul. Ref blows his whistle. Play stops. Play continues. The player is devoured by horde of zombies. You know, the usual. Everything just seems to be falling apart a bit now, and oh, watch out, ref, Frankenstein's behind you. Oh, never mind. I generally think everyone's starting to lose their minds here. Maybe there's something in the Somerset War that Simon Pegg didn't warn us about. It's probably for the best then that the ref soon after blows his whistle. This time to signal half-time, with both teams going in untroubled at the break.
Chat amongst yourselves. You're doing fine. Make it a cockfight because they've come up from last year and they're going to try and make it all like hell. Then it's a very good art. One, because we're competing. Two, because we have had success. Because the first 15-20 minutes of the second half, Hanwell, and the first bit of Hanwell, the last part of the first half against Hanwell. How do you win these types of games now? How much do you have it in you to get the fucking winning goal? I don't have to tell and remind players, one, to simplify your game, and two, run towards the ball or protect the ball more with a little bit more care and strength. Sometimes it's too easy. You guys at the back do something so well, we get it up, and the ball's dropped, and we don't jump on it. We're not first to react. There's the moments there. There is a lot of opportunities in that first half for finger pointing, right? And we're all to blame at times. Keep switching the ball. I love that right side of George, which Nighty just told me about, that we had success over in that corner. We're going to need to do that still, because the right wing back doesn't want to defend. What did I tell you about him on Thursday? He's a fucking cheat. He don't want to. He's playing safe at the moment. He doesn't want to be dropped for next Saturday. He's playing it safe. There's going to be a time he steps, and as soon as that one time he steps, we then get the better of him. If we're not playing down that side, find ways to switch the ball. Bench that once, if when you gave it away on the last part of the half, there was one just to go straight to nil. Just do it. Or hit an area. Don't care what it is. We've got to make sure we're playing to feet. You will win the battles. You will win the battles. Because you're fucking better. But you're going to have to if you allow them to want it more than you, they win the game. Yep. Basics, you're going to have to fucking want it. Yeah. Hey, season turns from today. We have to find ways to win the game. Being a fucking person that steps up and gets us off the mark. Yeah. Get the first goal in the game. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Hey, come on.
That rousing talk seems to have had an effect on the boys as the Robins come back out the gate swinging. Bracknell come knocking and knocking and knocking and... Bracknell finally break through Frome's defence, and with a sliding shot from Dan Roberts, which remained hidden from the keeper's eye until it was too late. Saved by the power of persistence and Frome's swole calves, the Robins celebrate a much-earned goal against their nesty rivals, which gives the town a score lead for the first time this season. Determined to hold on to their lead, Bracknell dig into defence. It appears as if they finally found their pace, and it's going to take a lot for them to stop now. Disaster strikes. A second of confusion at the back gives Frome a chance to immediately equalise, ending Bracknell's hard-earned lead after just 4 minutes. Standing by the sideline, I felt as if heads had dropped. Surely this would be the moment that Bracknell collapsed. To fight so hard to finally earn that lead, to finally find that confidence, only to have it smeared so cruelly within minutes. It's a lot for any team to take, but this isn't just any team, it's Jordan I's Barmy Army. And in his words,
They're going to be no mugs.
Dan Roberts does the impossible and relaunches Bracknell to a winning lead right in front of the faithful. In a game of constant headers, their heads didn't drop, and the fire instilled in them by Jordan Ive keeps the mighty machine running. Jubilation in the stands as 9 minutes of hard work and undying support finally pays off. A sense that HMS promotion has finally left the docks. For the Robins derby, it's Bracknell that has come out on top, and the ref once again blows his whistle, this time to award the town their first win of the season. There were absolute scenes in the changing room, but unfortunately they weren't so kind as to play royalty-free music for me to include, so I can't really show much of that. Instead, I met with one very happy gaffer to hear his thoughts on an emphatic win. Emphatic. First win of the season, Jordan, how are we feeling?
Much better now. We worked hard on Thursday, didn't take it, obviously well on Tuesday. Went back to the drawing board, worked on a couple of things, made sure we done the basics, consistently well. But yeah, we come here today. Last year, the away record wasn't good enough, so there was two things for us today. It was 3 points on the board, but also winning away.
You think the win here today will help raise teams' morale away from home?
Yeah, absolutely. These boys absolutely deserved it today. The 3 points that they earned was from hard work. They made it a real fight, and some of the lads will come out bruised, and hurt for today and tomorrow. But they absolutely deserve that, victory today to put their first 3 points on the board. And yeah, for sure, it's going to really push this group on.
Any thoughts about the way the game was played today?
Yeah, we'd heard and we know from what we've seen on the last two games from Frome that they were the Frome. They were direct. We knew that it was going to be really tough here. We saw Merthyr come here on Tuesday, won the game 2-0, but they still was a really tough game for them guys. And yeah, we knew it was never going to be easy, and especially coming off the back of Tuesday, we definitely needed to correct it as quick as we could.
Lastly, any thoughts before Tiverton away?
No.
At home, sorry.
Yeah, at home. We'll train twice this week. We haven't got a game on a Tuesday evening, so yeah, back on the training pitch. We'll say to the lads, we've got to grow now, so we'll be learning again. We'll be putting in the effort as we did do on Thursday just gone, and then yeah, we're on to a 2-game weekend.
Awesome, Jordan. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Leo.
It's now time to say goodbye to Frome and the pleasant West Country for now, but we'll be back soon enough to visit Gloucester City in November. Luckily, I didn't get stuck behind any tractors on the way back to Berkshire, although I did accidentally almost drive to Bournemouth after I misread a sign, so that was fun. The town finished the week 13th in the league, climbing 4 spots to rise above Gosport, Frome and Dorchester. Next Saturday, the Robins play host to Tiverton Town before they again travel west to the biggest fixture of the season, Basingstoke away.